This is Gilmer, and this is no idea what episode this is, but take it from me, it's either episode 13 or 14. But I've been off a couple of days. I went out drinking again Friday and got a little drunk. And by the time I got home, I was going to actually play some, even though I had a pretty good buzz going. I was going to actually play some. And then for some reason or another, I got sidetracked into something else. It was still fairly early when I got home. I got home about 9:30 or 10, and so it was still pretty early. But like I said, I got sidetracked on something else and just completely forgot to do it. And then the next Saturday, I was all over the place doing so many different things. It wasn't funny, and yeah, in the fall is not a good time for me to do these episodes because I'm not gonna do it. I'm probably not gonna get much done on Saturdays because um, I kind of like sports, and fall in America is a good time for sports, and I like watching a little bit of football and American football. But anyway, today is Monday, and so I am back, and I am ready and raring to go. Somebody asked if I was getting a little frustrated with the game, and honestly, I'm not really that frustrated with the game. I was frustrated a little bit with the fact that they took my troops off to fight a Polish war and then left them in the middle of nowhere. Now I understand that this might be the way it was or what happened. I don't know, but um, where is it? I just wanted you to take a look. Oh, it's probably disappeared. But I can understand, having an army somewhere and unsupplied, and you did that for whatever reason. But I can't understand why they put a garrison out here that I cannot move. It was locked in place out here in a place where I cannot supply it. What was the point? A garrison. Now that's a little goofy. Now the I actually had some actual formations disappear due to not having enough supply. And so I don't think that's if I don't I don't program these games, but I don't think that's what the programmers were going for, where they actually had regiments or formations actually disappear because they just didn't have enough supply. I don't think that's what they were going for. I might be wrong on that, but I think I am right in saying that. Um, Magdeburg. I took Magdeburg. Let's see what happens. Victory point gain of theirs is 7 points a turn, and I get 68. Their total victory points is 1784 minus 7,133. So I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I took Magdeburg. Next, obviously, should be Havelberg. Um, when is it? April? Man, he does not have any supply, though. I mean, he has some supply, but look at his supply situation. He has two empty supply carts and one that looks like it's about 2/3 full. Let's do this. Let's take that one out so that he cannot use it. And let's build a depot with one of these empty ones. I mean, hey, I can't fill it back up because without a depot, this city probably will not generate enough supply. So I will build one with one of these empty ones. See how that works. Let's see. He has no supply units. There's one. Why is it locked? Oh, I know why. Okay. Spinelli Brigada. And this guy. He's a 96. Look at this guy coming up here. What's his deal? He looks like he might try to have some troops. I don't think he does. Because he's been sitting down here in Bad... What is that? Bad Ishel for years. And now he moves up. Seems a little weird. But I don't think he has any troops. This guy is active, but I really don't have anything to do with him. There's nothing to do. I wish Brandenburg was unlocked. I'd take Berlin. And see, some of these cities that I'm supposed to be controlling, Stettin and Stralsund, are locked. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's what I can't do that. I can't go take it. What's the other one? Hamburg. That's over here. So I need to take that next. But I'll go to Havelberg first and then to Hamburg. Because it looks like this place is... I mean, 2 regular and an artillery is a pretty good amount of troops. But it doesn't even look like they have a commander. So... And historical options are unavailable. Foreign affairs, unavailable. F2. Yeah, I've got some... see how that works. If that's a way to get my cash down, that's a good way, because I'm definitely gonna replace the units. I'm gonna make sure I get the units completely and utterly replaced if I can, which I should be able to. So let's execute April 1630. 18 years left, probably more like 17 years and 8 months. But regardless, let's execute that day. Oh, somebody has arrived at Wittenberg. Where is Wittenberg? Now he's got a size 1 depot, but the current supply level is 0. That's not good. So let's... Aren't you glad I turned the sounds back on? So let's build another depot. This one is still half full. No, there's nothing going on with him. Oh, let's see if we can build some. Yeah, we can build some supply. There we go. Yeah, let's build some supply. Let's don't build them too near that enemy general, because I don't know if he has some troops. Oh, he's actually in Gmunden, which I think he might have been all along. So I'm wrong on that. He hasn't moved up towards Linz. He's still sitting in the region just to the southwest of Linz, which is fine by me. And I wonder if these are the units that disappeared, arquebusiers. So this guy is still moving. He's still trying to get to here. He is piss poor and out of luck. Once I get those supply units up and running, I'll get them up here to Magdeburg, and we'll put them in with Count Tilly. What's his name? Oh crap, let's see if I can't pull him up. Johann Cercles. I pronounce that Cercles. I hope that's how it's pronounced. It looks like the T is silent and the S is kind of a, or the TS is kind of a Z sounds. Xerxes and Claes. It looks like a Cleese. Sounds like, or looks like that's how you pronounce it. Johann Xerxes. Sounds pretty cool. If that's how it's pronounced, I hope it is, because that would be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind having a name like that at all. And of course, he did a lot of good stuff. I mean, not good stuff, but he was fairly well known up until his untimely death. Let's see. Musketeer, cost for money, upkeep. We have finished building a depot in Magdeburg. We have started building a depot in Magdeburg. And Anhol Corps is partially unsupplied in Region Gorlitz. Anhol is completely unsupplied in Region Gorlitz. So I'm guessing Anhol doesn't have any supply. It's looking like that. It's a little overkill. So he doesn't have any supply. He's either unsupplied or he's partially unsupplied. But either way, he needs some supply. So, anyway, let's save this. And, I'm kind of getting a little antsy. I want a little bit of action here. It's almost... Oh! Magdeburg has 14 supply now. See? Building those depots work pretty well. Let's put him back. And let's lock. And let's see if... So it's May. Next turn, I'm going to wait one more turn and see if this supply grows anymore. And if this cart gets any more full. So, did we see anything? There were no messages about aid being given. Nope. Alright. So let's save our turn and execute. Now, that random gamer has a lot of crash to desktops. And I had a few into End All Wars, but that was back when I was using Windows 7. Ever since I've been using Windows 10, I have not had as many crashes. I don't think I've had one crash since, knock on wood, since I've been using Windows 10. So I wonder if Windows 7 has something going on with it that causes crash to desktop with the Athena engine, the AJOD titles. I could be onto something there. I mean, I know somebody had mentioned it before, but it's looking like that's a pretty strong reason as to why. Oh, we built another one. How many are we going to build here? Anhol Corps is partially unsupplied. Why hasn't... Pal, move. I'm pretty sure I told him to go to Prague. Pretty sure I told him to go there. Okay, so some of our units have been built. Supply. Lacroix. Dampierre. He could put that Lacroix in there, couldn't he? Yes, he could. Dampierre is not a bad general. Too bad I haven't had a chance to actually promote him. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, I built some supply units over here in Regensburg. So let's move him. Let's move him up to Wurzburg. Now let's move, since it's going to take him 2 turns to get to there, we might as well just go ahead and take the full 2 turns and get him to Frankfurt. And hope he doesn't get caught by any wandering Protestant units out for a little fun. Did I say I was going to wait one more turn? I did. And that's grown to 20. And for some reason, this is empty. I'm afraid... I'm afraid to put him inside a city or a fort for fear of somebody like this coming down and tying him up. Afraid's too strong a word. I'm cautious that I don't do something like that because I could ill afford to lose a 1716 power army. So let's execute June of 1630. Almost said 1930, but it's 1630. Wonder what it'd be like to be like the descendant of Count Tilly. Wonder if his family um, still owns land and is still like a baron or something over there in Germany or wherever he was from, Bavaria. I know that Bavaria is part of Germany, so don't tell me that it's part of Germany. I know that, but I'm just wondering if if they have any of their ancestral lands, if there are any of his descendants still around. I'd be kind of interested to find out. Poor tax from Mannheim. I should burn it down. I'll teach you to give me poor tax. Upkeep in the field has cost 4 money. That's not very expensive considering how much money I've got now. Let's see. See, it's almost full now. Let's go up here. Yeah, see what happens. I hope that sound glitch doesn't hit me again. I must have lost a morale point due to it returning to neutral. Their morale's down to 69. That's pretty freaking low. I guess it went. Was it at 71 before I took Magdeburg? I can't remember. But their morale is pretty damn low, honestly. They still got 29 days. 8 days. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go that way. I don't think this guy's going to move for the rest of the game. And I can't go down and capture him, so... Oh, I forgot. Let's see. I haven't been doing this crap either. Where's Mainz? Yeah, I can do it. Cologne? Yep. Munster? Where's Bremen? Saxony? España? Denmark? Brandenburg? Bremen was the one I was looking for a minute ago. Where's Bremen? There it is. And then Bavaria. It's cool I finally figured out that Bayern meant Bavaria. Pretty sure it does. It's like the soccer team Munich Bayern, I guess, is Munchen Bayern or Munich Bavaria. I'm not an expert on that stuff, so don't hold it against me. I'm not that big of a soccer fan anymore. I used to be when I was a kid, but I don't really pay that much attention anymore. There's a lot of sports I don't pay attention to anymore, but I still watch American football. That's it. Basketball, not too thrilled about. Baseball, not too thrilled about. Hey, it's It's those are they're all worthy sports. I mean, soccer's worthy, basketball's worthy, baseball's worthy. I'm not that interested in them anymore. I played all three when I was a kid. I played baseball, I played basketball, and I played soccer. And they just don't interest me anymore for some reason. I guess that's the price of getting older. Never played football, but American football, but I love watching it now for some reason. Played a lot of it on sandlots. Ha 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 ha! I don't know why it says I only killed 1,000, but I destroyed a garrison and a regiment. That'll teach you. Oh, and I took it. Nice. Nicely done. They had them sitting outside the city, I guess. Protestant support decreases in the United Provinces. Yeah. Oh, that's Wittenberg. I took 19 hits from exhaustion or whatever. Gain control of Wittenberg. Unsuccessful, unsuccessful. Brandenburg was successful. Denmark was unsuccessful. Spain successful. Munster successful. So I was successful in 3. Let's just keep on doing it. Sorry if I'm way sorry about being way scanned out, but it's the easiest way to look at these diplomatic boxes. I've got so many engagement points, even though these cost 5 each. I can do them just about every turn. I can't. There's nothing to play on France. Okay. And Magyar Rozag. Didn't I, when I was saying that was Hungary, I think? Or the area around Hungary and Transylvania? I'm not positive, but I think it's somewhere around in that area. Let's see. What? What? No. And these guys are still going to Regensburg. And let's look at F9 after we took not Magdeburg, we took Havelberg. Their morale didn't go down any. Oh well. Ye varlet. Guess they probably didn't use that language in 1600 Germany. What's this guy doing? You think I don't notice you, guy? I noticed you. I don't know what your strength is, but I've noticed you. Alrighty. Um, Anything going on there? No, not really. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Save and execute. Sounds is a story of my life. Save and execute. Or the story of these episodes. Save and execute. There you go. Croatian dragoons have arrived in Breslau. Cordoba army. Oh, because he was moving up to Magdeburg. That's fine. That is fine by me. Oops, a lot of unsuccessful. Brandenburg was successful. Let's see what that does for me. That's 60-40. That's not too bad. Just keep on playing these little cards. $90-10. 50-50 there. Bremen. What's Bremen? 86-14. 60-40. Munster. Trier. Yeah. Cologne. Mainz. So let's see. Cologne is 75-25 me. Trier is 89-11 for me. Mainz is 74-26 for me. Munster is 89-11 for me, and Bremen is 86-14 for me. The United Provinces are 75-25 for me. Spain is 75-25 to me. Things are going pretty good on the diplomacy side. I don't have anything to play. I don't have a card to play on either one of these. So they're both. Well, France is 50-50 because France, I think, historically sided against Germany. And the reason they did that was because, France was and maybe still is, heavily Catholic, and so wasn't the Holy Roman Empire. But France saw Germany or the Holy Roman Empire as a rival, and because of alliances, because of the Holy Roman Empire being very close to Spain, France saw the weakening of Germany as a goal that they needed to pursue because they didn't want to be surrounded by enemies or a stronger, they wanted to be kind of the main person on the continent, and they could see that the Holy Roman Empire, coupled with Spain, whatever kind of alliance they had, was detrimental to their welfare, and I can understand that. I mean, France had always. It seems like France has always been kind of a, back and forth against Germany for, millennium. It's almost I mean, it's not comical, but it's very, strange that they have always been against each other. It seems like in every conflict that I've ever taken any kind of note of, they seem to be against each other. The 7 Years' War, the 30 Years' War, World War One, World War Two, Franco-Prussian War, where they both basically fought each other, specifically against each other. I mean, it just seems like they've always been fighting each other. So it's not hard to understand that France wanted a weaker Germany. I mean, that I think that's been their goal for centuries now is to, I mean, obviously after World War II and all the political whatnot going on with Russia and everything else, or Soviet Union or whatever, um, France and Germany became a little bit closer. But up until after World War II and the events after World War II, France and Germany were bitter enemies for years and years and years, and however long you want to talk about. They didn't see eye to eye hardly, it seems like, ever. Or if they did, it seemed kind of strange. They're always fighting each other. I guess one of the few times that they were quote unquote allied in a sense was what was it, the Third Crusade, when the King of England, Richard Lionheart, the King of France, whoever he was, I forget, and the King or whatever of not, I don't think it wasn't Germany. I forget what it was, but um, whoever that was, Barbarossa, Frederick Barbarossa, and he died drowned in a river or something. But I think that was one of the few times that they were quote unquote allied together against a common enemy. Most of the rest of the time they were against each other. To each his own. I mean, I am a descendant of Polish and Polish immigrants, and Poland seemed to be fighting Russia and Germany all the time as well. So, I'm certainly not criticizing them for not seeing eye to eye. It just seems strange that it was so many years that they didn't see eye to eye. So anyway, I'm sure you got hopefully you got something out of that digression, that long-winded digression where I'm just kind of giving my thoughts. I should probably have a video blog when I'm you know spouting out whatever's popping in my mind like that, because I doubt too many people care to hear it. They probably know exactly why Germany and France have been against each other for so long, and I'm just a newcomer to it, obviously. But I study Europe a lot more than your average American. I kind of know a little bit more about it than your average American. So I find it fascinating. I find the 30 Years War fascinating. I find the 7 Years War. Some of you saw my Let's Play Rise of Prussia and the 7 Years War, and I'm fascinated by that. Fascinated by Germany and Poland and Russia and the Eastern Europe, Czechoslovakia, Transylvania, Hungary, Romania. Transylvania is, I think, mostly in modern day Romania and maybe part of Hungary. I'm fascinated by that. The Turks owned a lot of that land down there in the southeast of southeastern Europe, and then their power was basically broken at the Siege of Vienna in 1683 by John Sobieski and the Holy League of many German states. I don't know every single one of them, but in Vienna, Austria, and Poland and Lithuania. The Lithuanian troops were delayed for some reason, but John Sobieski led that famous breaking of the siege at Vienna in October, or was it September? October or September, but it's like, I think it was September 11 and 12 of 1683, and that was the pretty much the end of the Turkish desires for Europe. Any chance that they had of taking any more of Europe was gone forever, I think, because most of the historians I've read said that was when Turkey started to decline. The Ottoman Empire, I call it Turkey. Obviously, the Ottoman Empire started declining after that loss. Okay, So I had one digression. I went right into a second digression. But let's see. You got to talk about something every now and then. You can't just be a robot playing the game. And no, I haven't been drinking. Where's he in relation to? Okay. 19 days. He's in Regensburg. Let's go to Augsburg, and then to Wurzburg, and then on to Frankfurt. 52 days. Good. Let's go ahead and save the turn and execute September of 1630. Can any of you remember, or I mean, not remember. Yeah, can any of you remember 1630? No. Do any of you know of ancestors? Can you trace your ancestry back to 1630? I'm sure some of you are German because I'm sure some of my viewers are German because they would definitely be interested in this conflict because it's basically their history. So, can any of you trace your ancestors back to the 1630s? And can any of you trace your ancestors back to actually fighting in the 30 years war? I'd like to find out about that. That'd be pretty interesting. Wait a minute. Göttingen. What is this guy doing down here? You little bastard. Leader, cavalry. Let's go back. Let's go back. And let's see if we can't. 80. Mud. Let's take a look at the weather. Well, we gotta get some troops down here. I don't like that this guy's behind my lines, even if he is just 2 cavalry units. Let's move up here. Sure, why not? Wait a minute. Where does supply unit go? Oh, there it is. Full supply. Let's see. Catholic League detachment has arrived in Göttingen. The upkeep of units has cost 4 money. We successfully influenced Brandenburg. 70-30. Just gonna keep on doing these until I run out of them. It's not like I'm hurting for engagement points. Damn, I've got a lot to play on Brandenburg. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm sure nobody really cares to listen to me sniff into the microphone. And if I was an expert at editing, I would probably get that out of there, but I'm not. So unfortunately, you're stuck with what you have. Let's execute October. Yeah, you better run. The support to our cause is strong, and by iron, Protestants succeeded in retreating from me. Let us retreat back to Magdeburg because it has a level 2 depot. Bavarian Army, Bavarian of Cadobra, and Hokor. Upkeep is cost 4. Your control of Arnsberg. Oh. But see, he's going to be there in 4 days. What are you going to do then, buddy? Yeah, I didn't think so. He's cavalry too. Wait a minute. He's not. He's got a lot of. What are these? What did I think? What did I say? These picaros? Oh, they're pikemen. Yeah, veteran pikemen. So he does have some infantry units. Look at this guy. What do you think you're doing? I don't really have a leader for that unit. You know, I haven't had a chance to buy another leader. Remember I had that one chance where I bought a new leader and it was a colonel? And since then I haven't had that chance again. It's kind of disappointing. I need some leaders. Let's see. Let's go ahead and save. Execute. And where's he going again? I forget. Oh, he's going over this way. Might better leave him in Pilsen. Oh. Oh, because it... No, wait a minute. It's not a new year. The Dolna Regiment. The Dona. Sure, why not? A noble Conti has retired due to illness. Well, I don't know who Conti was. Was he on their side? Tax, exceptional income. Exceptional income. The support to our cause is strong in Austria. Good. Upkeep is cost 4, and that's it. F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6, F9. Still at 69 at 21 combat power, 21% of ours. They're at 1829, and we're at 7692 victory points. He's not even active, is he? No. As long as he's there as kind of a counteracting force. Let's do this. Boom, boom, Boom. And one of those. Oh, wait a minute. One. Oh, they're at their max there, but I'll buy two of those. Save. Execute. I wish I knew how much supply was in Magdeburg. Ha! Let's see what you have to say to that, if anything. This guy's sitting out there. Now, if my guy sat out there all this time, he would have disappeared. He's active. It still takes him 59 days to get to there, so I'll let him sit in Pilsen. Oh, he has, because I don't have any leaders, he has a 25% combat penalty malice and movement malice, I guess, too, probably. He's almost back up to full strength. January. The Empire has recluded. Is that supposed to be recruited? Where did it show up? This message has no associated region. Well, he's got to have appeared somewhere. Is this him? Yeah, the Dona Regiment. It's not very strong. What are these guys? They look like, oh, they're mounted arquebusiers. If I'm mispronouncing that, somebody please tell me. Arquebusiers. I'd hate to be going through however many episodes mispronouncing it. Although I mispronounce it even when I think even if that's the real pronunciation, I'm still mispronouncing it sometimes because it's kind of a tough word anyway. That's my city. It's actually a strategic town. See, yeah, 69 points there, 6 points. I think it's just a 1 point town, and it's under my control. But I can't really move up because I don't have any supply units to build a depot. Did I just... New units available in the force pool. Oh, okay. Holy crap. Look at that. A 48-pound artillery unit. 48-pounder. That is badass. I gotta have me one of those. Maybe two. There goes Tom Fleming and his artillery units he was talking about. Shit. That's really loud. Bavarian regiment. That's pretty strong. Armored pikemen. I probably should recruit some of those and make them a garrison. I don't really have the leaders to actually use them in the armies that I have, but I could use them as garrisons. Where did that guy go? He was in Arnsberg. Oh, he's still there, I guess. No, he disappeared. Oh, he's still there. His evasion value must be so good. Well, I can ask Spain for more help. Only costs 2 EPs. I got 460 of those. Diplomatic regional decisions renewed. Holy sheesh kebab. I didn't even use them up. Whoa. The Cordoba army has arrived in Arnsberg. Because of our overwhelming presence in Arnsberg, we gain 12% over the enemy. Good. But we don't know. We can't see what the composition is other than a cavalry and a leader. We don't know the power of their unit. I guess because their evade value is so high and because they have 88% military control. Let's execute. So anyway, is he going to try to take Gorlitz, or is he going to tuck tail and run? Bremen was the only one that was successful on. The Spanish king has sent help. They need to fix that. EVT underscore NAM HRE Mainz income. It's supposed to say received income from Mainz, received income from Trier. It's a minor bug. It's not really a bug. It's just that the text has not been corrected. Military control 73%. I don't know what playing diplomatic cards does on this stuff. Well, I do know that Trier and Mainz has sent me money. So that's part of what they do, I guess, if you get them on your side. Some of these guys are supposed to actually, some of these smaller states might actually join your side. Oh, I can't play on Saxony. Oh well. Denmark and Bayern. Did I play on Mainz? I guess I did. Yeah, I don't think so on that. Not going to do that for 90-something days. That guy scares me. He's just hanging out. I don't like it that he's just hanging out there. Where'd that other unit go? That's not him. What happened to my other supply unit? It was supposed to be in Frankfurt, I thought. Huh. about these guys. Isn't that crazy? It's some major league firepower. These 24 pounders and 48 pounders are going to take a little longer. They'll be done this next turn. So we'll go ahead and get them on up there when we got 18 combat power. Wonder if that's from attrition, from moving around. Alright, this might be my last turn for this episode. We'll see. Some merchants are giving us some support. Have Cartoon. Oh, that's it. 24 pounder. That's major league. The upkeep has cost 4. Training of all these cannon are finished. He can be the why is that 126 days? Because this is all mud. Yeah, that ain't happening. I'm waiting until the mud clears on that deal. Yeah, ain't no way that's happening. Let's see. So there, hey Tom, there are your. Those are badass. Those 48 pounders. There's your artillery. Those are gonna be. Those are gonna crack those cities like an acorn. F9. Those building those artillery really pushed our power up and made them only at 17% power. Alright folks, I think that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. I don't know what episode this is, but it's either episode 13 or 14. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. And I probably won't do a Let's Play tomorrow night, but I probably will do one on Wednesday. And, who knows? Maybe more. I'll take a wait and see approach. But thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.